Welcome to Kim Dragonfruit Paradise. Today I have another variety kind of excited to share with you. It's a Salferdo Katy Red. Look how beautiful she is. Perfectly round like a ball, isn't it? Gorgeous color. Beautiful.
Firm.
Very firm. And so this is a Salferdo variety, and I tested this, and look how big it is. It's a little bit over 1 pound and a quarter. And they 31 days from bud to bloom, and bloom to harvest is 42 days. Since the weather in June to July seems like we have a lot of humid day, humidity. It's a lot of humidity, so it seems like this flower like growing and then bloom so fast, and they grow. So this Katy Red is I got this from my friend. So probably she said she got some Mexico. So I'm not so sure about all this where they come from much. She said from Mexico, but it's Salferdo. Let me talk about this variety. The flower is so huge. It's big flower, and it's beautiful white, but then all this curly petal on the background with the yellow. And the smell of the pollen is very strong flavoring. So but look at that, the fruit. This is Salferdo. I tested 3 times already to making sure. So this one I tested 2 with their own pollen, and look at this fruit.
Huge.
Very good size. And yesterday my cousin come by, and I cut some of the fruit down, and they loved it. So, but it's still firm, only 42 days. So I don't know it's ready, but we just want to try it to see how it turn out. And then if not, I can leave it more on the fruit, on the vine there, a little bit longer. I still have more fruit coming.
So Kim, for the people that don't know how to test for self-fertility, how did you test for self-fertility?
Well, you want to test them to make sure. When you know that flower bloom in that day, normally I check out in the morning. I can tell you the flower start kind of open about. They kind of start to open about 40% of it, and by the afternoon you can really see them open like 50 to 60% by like 3-4 o'clock. Okay, especially when humidity, they just like start open quicker. So I already cover with my soft nylon bag for the whole thing, because now, even in time, you have a lot of moth, insects can come and take the pollen, and it might cross them. You don't know that. So I have to cover that until they fully bloom that night. Then I open it up, and then I take that pollen, and then I hand pollinate them with their own pollen. Then I cover the bag again to making sure no insect can get in there. And then the bee in the morning will come. And sometime before that bloom that night, the bee, before they go home by 6:30, when the sun down, they start to come, and then they can smell the flower bloom. They can sense that the fragrance of the pollen. They will come, and sometimes they stole all your pollen, and they don't even pollinate. And I have that happen with my location for the past 6-7 years now. Then I have to really cover all my fruit, hard and labor, cover all the flower before I go to work, come home at night, and collect the pollen and pollinate. But I do leave some pollen for the bees in the morning to come back. Okay, and if I have so much flower bloom that night, I will leave some of them open for the bee to have some pollen. So I want to share with them too. So that's how I did it. And then we'll wait after you even test if it's really a Salferdo or Salferdo. I leave them wait at least 3 days for me to remove that to making sure that it will take that pollen. And we'll wait to see the result. If they really become Salferdo, you can see in a week that the bottom, the base of the flower is kind of swollen, hard, and then we take it. And sometimes you think it's hard in a week, but actually it's not swollen up. It still stays the same, but it's hard. It might not take that pollen to be a Salferdo. It will They will still stay green for 14 days, and then they be gone. It's happened a lot, and I seen all over my yard, and it's very hard to explain. I document a lot of things, so I know what to expect. But when they take the pollen, you can know right away. Less than a week, in that base of the flower is falling big right away. So that's how I test mine.
Awesome. So Katie Red's definitely something. 3 times you tested?
Definitely. And then I do cross with the hybrid Katie Red. With another, I think I did a Brunei Select with it. So, but so far I haven't had any crack with this one yet.
Thick skin,
Look at
good
that,
flavor.
how firm it is. And so I don't know, even though last time we eat, the brick is like 16 something, but hardly have any acidic.
Flavor still is good, very light, pomegranate.
Yeah, pomegranate.
Delicious.
My cousin looked at it.
Yeah.
You come by, and then her daughter is like. So let's see. Wow, look at this color.
Wow, that's firm.
Have a little magenta too. Look at that. Purple magenta. I have to ring it all. You can see this. See how beautiful color? What are you seeing here?
Wow.
Like more than magenta.
Magenta, medium-sized seeds.
Medium-sized seed.
Very firm flesh.
Very firm.
Juicy.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. And the skin, you can tell that it's ripe, but it's
Different
firm.
scents to it though.
Kind of like a sweet grape almost.
Yeah. Let's see if we have that pomegranate flavor.
Katie
taste
Red
it.
is one of my favorites actually in flavor as well. It checks a lot of the boxes as well. We'll talk about that later.
It's very firm. See, we pick only 42 days. So we'll see how this brick is turn out. I love the color. I love the flower. So big.
High in antioxidants.
Yeah, and then the fruit color itself, and then how round it is, and how beautiful the fruit is. Wow, I didn't expect it. But it's 18. Amanda, you can show this one. The other fruit I picked a few days ago is only 16 something, but this one I wait for a little bit more, 18. That is outstanding. So we got the brick 18. It's very good. Let's start to try this. I'm kind of excited.
I'm very excited for this one. I think it's very underrated.
Wow, look at that. Juicy. Look at this.
Delish.
Look at this. See.
That's a new flavor.
That's a different flavor than last year.
Oh wow, just as impressive.
Wow. Juicier.
And the deeper you go, you can get the flavor from last year. That floral, pomegranate.
But the skin almost remind me of Lisa. I have the earthy scent to it. But when you bite on it, it reminds me of Lisa. When the Lisa, when you pick the Rich Stay 18 and have that same flavor like Lisa. It reminds me of Lisa.
I think this one has a slightly more floral or berry flavor compared to Lisa.
Yeah.
But those are both very good.
Very good, but to me, it's very close to Lisa if you pick in this right time like this.
Oh, okay, I see.
The texture of my Lisa is way better than the Lisa from Oceanside. I didn't even care for it. It's not like the Lisa I have from Linda Nicholson. Way better. The color of the skin, beautiful.
The shape was a little different, right?
Different. It's different flavor, and I don't know what it is. It's a Lisa from Oceanside, but the brand looked different. The fruit looked different. It didn't taste as good as Lisa from Linda Nicholson. Way, way, way better.
So how would you rate Katie Red in general?
Definitely the Kipper.
Mm-hmm.
For all that I taste, some of them are 9 and 10. This would I give 8.5.
Wow. For me, in terms of flavor, I would give it about 8.5 or 9. I was leaning more towards 9. And overall, I almost wanted to give it a 9.5 because it's self-fertile, big, powerful flavor. Wow. Red antioxidant.
Yeah, so for me, because it's a self-fertile, it's a plus, but the flavor,
8.5.
8.5. Because we do have so many different type of varieties.
But this one's different than the other ones. It's a
Different.
nice change. So
Nice
if you're
change.
looking for a few with different range, like a Connie Mayer, a Katie Red, is
Yeah.
different.
Like all this Connie Man that I feel, and then all this hybrid from Mr. Dominic, it's way off the chart. The taste amazing, different, way off the scale. So
But self-fertility, I'm a big fan.
yes, only thing that the plus of this one is self-fertile. So not many con on this one. It's very hardy. They grow very fast for me. You can see that how big the
Yeah.
branch is.
Very heat tolerant and does very
Yeah.
well in California because it was the both environments that I come from. I think they said maybe it's from Mexico. Or both environments are very hot, a little humid in San Diego.
So this is my second season of fruit, and this year I have more productive. It's a lot of flower and a lot of fruit, and even one vine I have like 5-6 fruit, and they still go strong. But average, they because I have 5-6 fruit, they can be over half pound, more than half pound, 3/4 pound, a pound. I think last year we have the fruit even bigger than this. This is over 1.25 pounds, and last year even bigger. Remember, it's huge.
And this one was self-fertile. You
Yeah.
did the self-fertile test on this one. It still got to a 1.3, you said, or so?
Yeah,
big size.
I this is my 3 times that
Third
I
time
test.
trying it?
First time trying it. This year I did 3 times. Okay, I want to making sure it's a self-fertile.
Trust me. If you guys can get your hands on the Katie Red, you guys will not be disappointed. It's definitely one to keep. I cannot recommend it enough. Trust me.
So there you have it, and I hope it's useful for you. And just want to say thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next video.